Scientists say landslide risk may be expanding into places that didn't used to worry about it. And that should get everyone's attention, because landslides are not like tornadoes. They don't always show up on radar. They don't always come with sirens. Sometimes the warning is just rain, too much rain, for too long, falling on ground that cannot hold anymore. A new Northern Illinois University study says rain-triggered landslide risk is growing across the United States as heavier rainfall events become more common. But here's the strange part. The danger may not stay where people expect it. It could expand into regions that were not historically known for landslides. That means the risk map itself may be changing. Not in one dramatic crack across the country, but slowly, storm by storm, slope by slope. As rainfall gets heavier, soil gets overloaded, water pressure builds underground, and hillsides that look stable for years start weakening. And that's where mountains become dangerous. Because mountains are beautiful until the only road disappears. They give you quiet, views, privacy, a place tucked away from everything. But when disaster hits, that same isolation can become a trap. One washed-out bridge, one mudslide across a road, one slope collapsing onto a highway, one tree-covered mountain pass blocked by debris, and suddenly, emergency crews can't get in, residents can't get out, power crews can't reach broken lines, ambulances have to reroute, supplies get delayed, and the landscape itself becomes part of the disaster. Hurricane Helene showed exactly how fast that can happen. In 2024, Helene pushed extreme rainfall into the southern Appalachians, and it wasn't just a coastal hurricane story anymore. The rain moved inland, into mountain valleys, where small creeks turned into violent rivers. Roads washed out, bridges failed, landslides came down, trees blocked highways, and communities were cut off from help. That's the twist people forget. A hurricane doesn't have to be sitting over the ocean and to become deadly. Sometimes the worst part happens deep inland, when water meets steep terrain. In flat areas, flooding is dangerous, but in the mountains, the water has gravity behind it. It runs downhill fast. It cuts roads apart. It undercuts slopes. It pushes mud, trees, and boulders into places people thought were safe. And landslides can be mysterious because they don't always happen right when the rain starts. Sometimes the slope absorbs water for hours, sometimes for days. The ground gets heavier, the soil loses strength, tiny cracks open, trees start leaning, rocks begin falling. A hillside slowly moves, without most people noticing. Then suddenly, the whole slope lets go. Mud, trees, boulders, roads, homes, everything starts moving downhill. And once it starts, there is no pause button. That is why scientists are paying attention. They're not just asking where landslides happened before, they're asking where they could happen next, especially if heavy rainfall keeps increasing, because some communities may be built around old assumptions, old rainfall patterns, old risk maps, old ideas about what the ground could handle. But if the rain changes, the slopes can change too. And that means places that never thought of themselves as landslide zones may need to start paying attention. This is not about being scared of mountains. It's about understanding the risk. If you live near steep slopes, ask the bigger question, not just, could a landslide happen here? But, if the road disappears, can help still get in? Because sometimes the scariest disaster is not the storm overhead. It is the ground underneath, finally letting go. Follow StormScapes for strange Earth stories, severe weather alerts, landslide updates, and real-time disaster tracking.